Hello, I'm Drew Simpson, guitarist. Welcome to Coffee Talk Jazz Television.
Coffee Talk Jazz Radio has come to television. Join veteran broadcaster and host Ms. Bridgette Lewis right here on Coffee Talk Jazz Radio and Coffee Talk Jazz Radio TV.
Hello and welcome to Coffee Talk Jazz Television. I am your host, Miss Bridgette Lewis, and we're here at NOLA's, a Taste of New Orleans. And tonight we are presenting our Cooking with Jazz series, and we're located at 734 East 3rd Street in Los Angeles, California. Today is your chance to peek behind the curtain and to get up close and personal with your favorite contemporary smooth jazz artist. We bring you the latest information about award shows, festivals, and so much more. We are here to shine a light on this incredible guitarist, Mr. Drew Simpson. I am loving this young man. We're going to talk about his debut CD. We have the Coffee Talk Jazz Radio Awards, and he was actually voted in by 10,000 fans around the globe, and they selected one song, and it's entitled Meet Dr. Washington. You guys have got to hear it now. Drew, what are you, first of all, thinking about all this fan love? I mean, you have 10,000 people to vote?
I love it.
That's incredible. I mean, how do you feel about that?
My debut, that's awesome. I'm overwhelmed.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Nola's. I am Miss Nola. And we're just going to have a party until 10 o'clock, Drew. We got till 10.
That's it?
So you guys sit back, stand up, relax, and enjoy Drew Simpson and friends.
The title of the CD is entitled Noteworthy. Why the name Noteworthy?
Well, I asked my wife, I said, you know, what's a word that can explain in a collection if you want to take notice of or hold in the spotlight? So she said noteworthy, something that's noteworthy. So I figured, hey, that's the title right there, Noteworthy. So I have to give credit where credit's due. So I believe that all of the songs lends itself to a title named Noteworthy.
Okay. Actually take you to actually write and collaborate with some of the other musicians to put this project together?
Well, it took me really about 2 months to write all the music.
Really?
Really. And it took me about 1.5 years to actually say I'm going to record it. So when I finally started recording it, the whole project ended up to be 1 year.
Okay, so tell me about some of the hurdles that you encountered putting together your project Noteworthy.
Just the organization of it, the music, finding out who's going to play with who, who's going to be on percussion, who's going to be on bass, schedules, because most of the artists on here are professionally traveling all over the place. We have Mr. Manyango Jackson with Miles Davis, and he plays with Stevie Wonder and Lynn Fitmon and Mark Stevens. So just getting schedules where everybody can be in the studio all in one day.
Really distinguish yourself from other guitarists that are in the industry? I won't name names because there's so many fantastic guitarists, but how do you distinguish yourself and stand out from some of the other guitarists in the industry?
I love playing the guitar. However, I love music in general. So I love the compositions. I love the process of making music, making melodies that really stand out, that a non-musician can hum back and sing back, even though the music itself is pretty intricate. I must give it up to like Pat Metheny and Herbie Hancock, all these guys who make outstanding songs that is timeless. So I wanted to make sure that the melodies were strong.
Now, what kind of fan reaction are you getting from Noteworthy?
Hey, 10,000 people. I'm getting a lot of responses. It's really nice. I made it to number 3 last week on jazz charts.
Oh, awesome. Amazing.
I saw George Benson, Acoustic Alchemy right there in the top 5. So I'm feeling really good, and it's great.
You play guitar. How did you actually come about playing guitar? How did you select wanting to play the guitar?
Well, when I was younger, my mother had me play the piano, like most families. I was into Mozart. I saw Amadeus, the movie. I broke my arm for some reason, and I didn't want to play anymore. But she took me to a Pat Metheny concert, and after that night, it changed me. I said, this is what I want to do. So I asked my mother to go get a guitar. She said yes, and of course she gave me a acoustic nylon guitar. It wasn't quite the guitar I saw on stage. However, I took lessons, and it was great.
emergence of social media, how do you say, or what would you say, that social media has done to get noteworthy out to the masses?
I mean, right now, if you wanted to connect with anybody in Africa or Asia or right down the street, you can do that. So in just seconds. And so what I found is a lot of people, not only in America, but also in like the UK and Australia, they like compositions that are longer than 2-3 minutes. Sometimes, they like compositions that are 7 minutes that go through sections, and so right now I have a lot of support overseas.
Now, how can fans get a copy, get their hands on this jazz gem?
Well, thank you. They can go to my website, drewsimpsonmusic.com. You can purchase it there. You can also go to CD Baby or iTunes, but preferably my website. And you can send me an email and we'll chat. And I'll send you a CD.
It has just been my absolute pleasure to have you as my guest this evening here on Coffee Talk Jazz Television. I know we're going to be hearing so much about you, and I look forward to seeing you on the red carpet. And I'll be waving, saying, "I knew you when." So no, your family, I'm sure, will be doing many, many more interviews, together. And it has been my absolute pleasure to sit down and talk with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. As the young lady that came up with the concept for NOLA's, you wear many hats. Your PR, your customer service, you want to make sure that the band is taken care of, that the employees are taken care of. How critical is it to be able to switch in the middle of the stream while you're running a restaurant business? I mean, you have to be able to wear so many hats. How are you able to do that?
Because when you do what you do and you do what you love, it just happens. It flows and it becomes natural. So there is no, it does not feel like a job. It does not feel like it's a pressure. It doesn't feel like, oh my God. No, it's actually very, very beautiful. It's a dance. I call it a dance. It's a very nice tango.
But how did you happen to select this little hidden nugget in the middle of downtown Los Angeles? What did happen?
I came in to do business consulting because I decided that I did not want to do another brick and mortar. I've been doing brick and mortar now for the last 20 years of my life. The man that owns this restaurant, his name is Jason Ha. Jason Ha was trying to change the direction of another restaurant that was here. So what I said to him was, you have to rebrand yourself. You have to change the branding of what was to something new. And what happened was, I said, well, I used to own a jazz club, so what I could do, I could bring all my musicians there, and I could teach someone how to cook the New Orleans food, and I'll hire the staff. Change the decor and create. So he says to me, Brittany, you have to be NOLA.
I love it.
He says, I'm a Korean man. I can't be NOLA. You got to be NOLA. It was never my intent to take on a restaurant and build it out. However, it was very easy. I did it in 2 months, hired the staff, built it out, put the stage in, bought the bands in, and for the next 3 months, did nothing but book solid with the most amazing musicians. We had Del Fielder, we had Sweet Baby J, we had Jacques Lesour on the jam session, we had Drew Simpson, we had all these amazing musicians come in.
Beverly Davis and Patrice Rushen.
Yes.
Intimate Evening back in December.
Yes. Full force. And so what ended up happening was that now 8 months later, it is a powerhouse.
Coffee Talk Jazz Radio and Coffee Talk Jazz Radio TV. Tune in to www.coffeetalkjazzradio.com and visit coffeetalkjazzradiotv.com. We'll see you there.